Now let's look at how the cancers is spread. The lymphatic pathway. It is the first stop for carcinomas. Sentinel node is the first node in the drainage basin. Hematogenous pathway. It is the expressway for sarcomas. Liver and lungs are the most common sites. And then there is seeding in body cavities, for example ovarian cancer spreading all over the peritoneum. Now a question arises, are there any exceptions to this rule? This is the $1,000,000 question in Viva exams. Examiners love to catch you on the always/never trap. While the rule of carcinoma equals to lymphatics and sarcoma equals to hematogenous holds true for about 90% of cases, the exceptions are high yield facts you must have on your fingertips. Let's break these rule breakers down with clinical integration and some cheat code mnemonics. We normally see that carcinomas prefer lymphatic or lymphogenous pathway. But now we'll look at the exceptions of carcinomas that prefer the expressway or the hematogenous spread. While most epithelial cancers take the slow scenic route through lymph nodes, these 4 aggressive carcinomas dive straight into the veins. The 4 horsemen of hematogenous carcinomas. First one here is renal cell carcinoma. It is a classic example. It has a tendency for venous invasion. It grows as a tumor thrombus into a renal vein and can even reach the inferior vena cava and the right heart. Hepatocellular carcinoma. It invades the portal and hepatic veins early in the disease. Follicular carcinoma of the thyroid. Unlike its cousin papillary carcinoma, which loves lymph nodes, follicular carcinoma spreads via blood to the bones and lungs. Dr. P's pearl. If you see a thyroid mass with distant bone metastasis but no lymphadenopathy, think follicular. Choriocarcinoma, a highly vascular tumor of placental origin that disseminates hematogenously very early, usually to the lungs. Dr. P's mnemonic. 4 horsemen of the bloodstream are renal, hepatic, follicular, chorio. Real heroes fight cancer. Next we'll see the sarcomas that take the side streets or the lymphatic spread. Mesenchymal tumors usually hate lymph nodes. If you find a sarcoma in a lymph node, it's rare and usually points to a specific subset. These scare exceptions. In your exams, if an examiner asks for sarcomas that spread via lymphatics, give them this list. Scare. Synovial sarcoma, clear cell sarcoma, angiosarcoma, especially of the scalp, rhabdomyosarcoma, especially the alveolar subtype, and epithelioid sarcoma. Epithelioid sarcoma is the most common sarcoma to spread to lymph nodes in the upper extremities. Why do these exceptions exist? The basal lamina barrier. Carcinomas are epithelial. To reach the blood, they have to cross a thick basement membrane and find a vessel. Lymphatic capillaries have much thinner, more wholly fenestrated walls, making them easier to enter. Next reason is the vein invasion property. RCC and HCC produce specific proteases that favor the degradation of venous walls rather than lymphatic channels. Let's integrate this with surgery and radiology. For papillary thyroid carcinoma, we do a neck dissection to get the nodes. For follicular thyroid carcinoma, we focus on post-op radioactive iodine to catch the distant blood-borne spread. In RCC, the radiologist must check the IVC. If the tumor reaches the heart, the surgical approach changes from a simple nephrectomy to a major cardiothoracic procedure. So here's the summary table. The rule is carcinoma is spread via lymphatic pathway, whereas sarcoma is spread via hematogenous. The exceptions for carcinoma are RCC, HCC, follicular thyroid carcinoma, and choriocarcinoma. Why it matters? These escape nodes go straight to lungs and bones. Whereas sarcoma exceptions are scare, synovial, clear cell, angio, rhabdo, and epithelioid. Why it matters? Because you must palpate regional lymph nodes in these specific sarcomas.